We'd like to begin this program with this episode with a disclaimer that the views presented in this particular episode are not prescriptive in nature. We endeavor to provide an unbiased commentary from the book The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. For those of us who believe in Jesus Christ like we do, we'd like to remind you that it is your duty to obey God's commands. It is your duty to take from these episodes the things that align biblically. The rest, we just want you to be aware of how the world is as presented by Robert Greene. Yes.
Another day, another life. Another night. Another TikTok live.
Yes.
Lawyer leo ni ngumu kidogo. Hii
inataka huge disclaimer.
Huge, very listen, hata before endelee, rudi tu Kenya Silas amesema rudia.
Disclaimer in capital letters.
Rudia tu
bold, italics, underlined.
Juu hapa mtaanza kutwita yes. Aneziko imoro, sijui nini, you're not Christians, listen.
Yes. The disclaimer is
it's
shouting.
Loud. In case you feel triggered, go back to the disclaimer or read the law yourself and translate it for yourself. Higher, law 15, crush your enemy totally. All great leaders since Moses have known that a feared enemy must be crushed completely. Sometimes they have learned this the hard way. If one ember is left alight, no matter how dimly it smolders, a fire will eventually break out. More is lost through stopping halfway than through total annihilation, actually. The enemy will recover and will seek revenge. Crush him, not only in body, but in spirit. Mmesikia nimesema urudie tu disclaimer tena.
We'll read this.
Just go back and listen to guy.
We'll read this, lakini tutawaambia we will explain.
That's why we are here.
Because the law says crush your enemy totally.
Completely. Yeah.
All great leaders since Moses. And during those times.
Anongele Moses wa Bible?
Yes.
Oh.
During those times, it was all about conquest. Mm-hmm. It was all about going into a territory. Game of Thrones. Mm-hmm. Vikings, if you've watched. By the way, I would recommend you watch Vikings.
Wacha nimalizane na Game of Thrones.
You will not stop. Me, I've watched it for the 7th time na nimemaliza the 7th time.
Maybe now I can because I think it's based in the same setting. It was a king and all of that. Sorry.
Actually, Vikings is a bit accurate.
Okay.
We studied it in school. There was an emperor called Charlemagne. Yes. He was a Roman emperor. And then the Vikings, we've studied the Vikings, what they believe, the Valhalla and all those things. It's something I would encourage you to watch. It's a good one. It has a lot of violence, betrayal, power struggles, Christians versus pagans, because their punishment is crucifying people. They talk a lot about Jesus Christ.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, no, that's interesting.
It is historically accurate. Not the movie, but the times and the things that were happening. Because we studied, there's also another one called Marco Polo for the Mongolians. We studied the Mongolians in school, by the way.
Well, okay.
So history is very interesting when you see. So it was a time of guys going to fight. And what guys discovered is that if you go to a territory and you go to fight a village, and then you are supposed to kill, even in the Bible, you see God commands Saul to go and destroy the Amalekites and wipe them off completely. So now in history, when you go there as a general and you kill people, and then you left, let's say the son of the king or someone related to the king, they will take them as slaves.
Yeah.
So when you take them as slaves, if you take them as slaves, those slaves would grow in your court and your house, but they are plotting to finish you. So they just grow. It is typically how the movies go. It is the Sansa Stark kind of story. So they grow, they are brought up, because you see, if you capture someone precious from the other territory, now mlete where you guys are, those guys would most likely not attack you. And marriage was used to seal that deal, to make sure that you guys don't attack. So someone would grow in the court, become a courtier, just serve until a time they come and strike.
Okay.
So that is why when guys go, they were supposed to destroy everyone.
Yeah, don't leave any stone unturned.
Don't leave. So he says, All great leaders since Moses have known that a feared enemy must be crushed completely. That someone who was feared. Now, that is the reason why I'm talking in past tense. Because this is not what we are advising people to do.
Umesema crush them in body and spirit. Not only in body, but
Crush
in
them
spirit.
in body and spirit.
Yeah. That's me. Me, I agree. Anyway,
Destroy
in the maliza kanyaga bado kanapumua. Kanyaga. No, and I don't mean physical. I just mean destroy them.
Destroy them.
Kila kitu, leave them without tuendelee.
Anasema sometimes they have learned this the hard way. If one ember is, you see when you go in a dry place where there is a lot of dry grass and you light up the grass and then inabakingi ni kama imewaka ile kama ya sigara. Ya msigara ile.
The spark.
Yes, if you leave it there, it will light up everything.
It can, yeah.
And soon it will become so there is a saying that says stomp out the ember before it becomes a blaze. So you stomp it out as early as possible before it becomes a big fire. So if one ember is left alight, no matter how dimly it smolders, a fire will eventually break out.
Yeah.
More is lost through stopping halfway than through total annihilation. If you're not going to annihilate your enemy during those times, you better not go and fight them. Might as well just stay away from them.
Yeah.
But so he says, through total annihilation, the enemy will recover and will seek revenge, crush him.
Not only in body,
but in spirit.
I agree. Kanyaga bado kanamaliza.
Why dost thou agreest?
No, you see, don't give room for people to just come back and show you that, Cheki, you tried to put me down.
Yes.
Now you did not. I cannot. No, if you're destroying someone and you're plotting to destroy someone, do it in a way that they won't recover.
You do it in a way that they will never...
Because they might... You see now, when you stop it midway, when they come back, wamaliza kidogo, warudi, watakumaliza kabisa. So do this. Wamalize tu. Do yourself a favor and just...
And that goes... to some extent in conflict with keep your enemies closer. So when do you keep your enemies closer?
Me, I don't want enemies. All my enemies are suffering.
The ones you know are the ones you don't want. Now let me tell you, the more... The ones you don't know are the majority.
Ebu, if you're my enemy, tell me now.
I've told
so that
you,
I can destroy you in body and spirit.
Through studying human beings. Human beings are inherently evil. We are selfish. We always think about ourselves.
Definitely.
And so the one that you should fear the most is the one you don't see. There's someone who prayed. I don't know if it was secular music I listened to. He prayed and said, Lord, protect me from my enemies. Protect me from my friends because I can deal with my enemies.
That's a rap song. Sounds like a rap song.
No,
sounds like something Tupac or big.
No. I think
big
ni hawa watu wa Gaza na Gully side. Hao ni wa Mbwegze, ni Mambwegze wa sai. I think it was Vibes who said something like
Vibes
that.
Cartel?
Yeah.
Okay.
During those times. Nowadays he does TikTok.
He's recovering. Unajua aliingia hata before simu zitoke. Aliingia jela before simu zitoke. Let a man enjoy technology.
I can see nowadays he makes some... and he loves Kenya. He said he's a Kenyan.
Yeah. Just like Conscience is. Conscience Odhiambo.
People love Kenya. Just ask Kenyans whether they love to be Kenyans.
Unajua kuna mtu niliuliza. Oh, there's a chat I saw today on Twitter.
Yeah.
You see how you have friends from abroad and then they text you. Ati, I'm in the country. Mtu anamuuliza on purpose. On purpose. You're in Kenya on purpose. Like, are you serious?
It is strange.
It's very strange because why are you here? I also don't want to be here. You are here on purpose. Okay. Aya, sawa, tuendelee sasa na nini? Understanding Law 15.
There's someone here anaitwa Kambi TV. Mbona watu huchokana? I think it's interest that change. People's interest, familiarity breeds contempt, and then interest change.
Yeah.
And life is just like that. The people who you are with today as your friends, Tracy, they will change. I can guarantee you if your circle changes, your friends will change. And Initially, I used to look at my friends who went ahead of me. You know, there are those who got bigger ahead of me. And I used to think that they are wanajifanya or they're pretending. But that is not the case. There is a way in which your circle or your interest changes. Your job changes. You start rolling with some certain kind of people. You'll definitely have to leave some behind.
Yeah.
So,
But I always believe that there's room to accommodate all those different interests without harboring resentment towards one another.
now what happens? You might have a pure heart towards them. You might want to continue, but you know you have no control over how they view you. If today,
This is why conversations are important.
yes, if
Bwana.
today, I'll give you an example. If today you started earning 500,000 shillings, it will change everything about you.
True.
Believe me or not, it will change everything about you. And sometimes you may not want to leave your friends, or it's not you saying, I'm not talking about you saying that I'm on another class now, on another level, apana. Like right
500,000
now,
niko on another class. Wewe.
like right now, look at myself. How busy I am in a day to even forget about calling people and all those things. So sometimes you see, if I can forget calling someone over an important matter, what about when I had told someone that we are going to hang out?
Usipokupigia simu uta hang out peke yako.
Yes, I might become a ghost. I might ghost them without even wanting to do that. Do that 2-3 times, then they start saying,
Umeanza kujiringa.
ameanza kujiringa.
No, I think as adults we need to accord each other grace. I never used to understand that until I started working.
Yeah.
Because these days, it's very difficult for me to find myself sitting down to chat or even respond to TikToks or Instagram reels, the ones that your friends send.
Yeah.
But you accord each other grace because you understand this one works at 9 to 5, she goes to the office. And I have another friend who probably works from home.
Yeah.
Yeah, anaweza kuwa na hiyo leeway, akona maybe like a 2-hour break. You know, working from home, you work on your old schedule, bora you at the end of the day you've done your work. Mimi sasa niko kwa ofisi, I can't just sema ati now I have 1 hour to send TikToks. Iyo break niko nayo ni a lunch and I want to eat and probably stretch my legs and all of that. So iyo according grace to one another, understanding that, listen, they've gotten a job or they're in a certain situation in life or a different level in life. So si must tushinde na siko ubaya. Ati umeninyamazia genuinely siko ubaya. I'm just busy. So like ati you're too busy for me. I'm not too busy for you. I'm just busy.
Yeah.
And it's fine and it's okay.
Now, good thing you might view it that way. But you know, people deal with their own insecurities. You know, people have their own insecurities. Sometimes you rising may amplify my insecurity about my life. And people don't know that people rise at different levels in their life.
Oh my goodness.
You will never rise at the same level.
Never.
Or at the same time. So be careful to celebrate others. That is where now you make enemies. Because they start seeing this person ever since apate job. Ujaisikia hizo vitu?
Tangu apate job.
Tangu apate job
Ameanza kuringa.
ameanza hata kizungu imeanza hata kuwa na weng.
Utulie.
To answer one last question, there's someone who is asking, what's your view on polygamy? What's your view on polygamy, Tracy? What is your view on polygamy?
Listen, if you just want to cheat, but now cheat with public knowledge, sema tu. Because what is that?
I think
polygamy is not right.
It's a complicated affair, especially right now.
Biblically, it's not allowed.
Yeah, biblically, it's not allowed.
Why do you want multiple women? They'll never satisfy you. Kama mmoja kutoshi, wengi hawatakutosha.
For his own reasons. Maybe he has reasons.
No.
Could he write the reasons?
Ebu wewe to show, what is your view on, wewe unaitwa nani brainstorm? Ebu kwanza brainstorm your reasons. And your view on polygamy. Utuambie, because me, myself and I?
No. Okay. So brainstorm, ebu tuambie why? What is on your mind first?
Sharing is not caring when it comes to polygamy.
What is on your mind? Okay. So understanding ni wewe.
Understanding this law, the psychology of complete closure. At first glance, and I agree, the law seems ruthless, fit for empires, not love. But in relationships, the enemy is not necessarily another person. It is the unfinished power struggle that remains after emotional conflict or separation.
Now, even before we go, let's just talk about that unfinished power struggle. By the way, I'll tell you this. And even one of the reasons why we have majored on talking about relationships, something that we had vowed to never talk about, is because this is it is a Genesis issue. Now I'll take you to the Bible in Genesis chapter 3. When man fell, there were consequences of the fall of man. And one of the major consequences that were given to the woman was this verse in Genesis chapter 3. I think it is in, when you go to verse 15. Your desire shall be your husband, but he will rule over you. Now, so many people misinterpret this verse to mean
Sema tu feminists.
sexual desire.
Oh, okay.
Yes, there are people who think, and you see when you look at those two verses, the first verse says, your desire shall be for your husband. The second verse says, but he shall rule over you. So it is all about who has the power to lead the other in a relationship.
Yes.
That is a conflict that everybody in a relationship must face.
Yes.
It will be a battle that you will fight forever and ever. Amen. You'll fight that battle of who runs the relationship. And this is not running in the point of running as a boss versus an employee. This is where a man's frame will be tested.
Okay.
I've talked about testing of frame. That is extrapolating what Genesis 15 says. Because you see, your boundaries, your foundation, your strength as a man in the relationship will always be tested. There will always be conflict. Do not fear conflict.
Wait, nika sielewi kenye unasema. Rudia.
I'm saying this. When you are in a relationship, there is always a power struggle about who carries the frame in the relationship. The man will struggle to carry the frame. The woman will struggle to carry the frame.
Of leading
the relationship.
in the relationship.
Yes.
And it's not supposed to be like that.
It isn't supposed, and we don't live in a world that as it's supposed to be. The world that we live in is a broken world. And in that broken world, the consequences of that brokenness is that is the first one. That is why you see there is a lot of family conflicts, relationship problems, and it is throughout our life. Because whenever you're dating someone, Tracy, you must understand that this is something you have to deal with. You will have to deal with a power struggle. There are times you will want to move things in your own direction. And there are times that he will want to move things in another direction. So whoever decides or whoever gets the opportunity to move things, and by moving, I don't mean robotics. I say you do. No, I mean who is the general leader. I lead teams. And sometimes we sit in meetings and they tell me no. My team tells me no.
Okay.
When we sit in a management meeting and I've come up with my genius ideas
Then
according to me.
Umeenda ku brainstorm na huko.
Nimeenda ku brainstorm. So I come and bring the ideas and I tell them this is what I think we should do this. Sometimes they say no. And I concede. When I concede, that doesn't mean that I'm not leading in the relationship. So saying that a man is carrying frame in the relationship doesn't mean that everything the man says goes.
Okay.
I'm saying general overall leadership. You see, by the fact that my team sometimes says no to me and I accept, that doesn't mean that I've lost frame.
Yeah.
I have sat down and observed things from their point of view and so that they have a point. And then I consider, because I cannot lead myself.
Yeah, you can't.
I have some people. So in a relationship, that is the constant battle that people will have to face.
You know, I actually thought you meant that a woman would try to overrule or be the leader and the man. I thought that's the power struggle you're talking about. Like the woman would want to lead. But if you're talking about in some certain circumstances, at a way you can't always be right.
But the power struggle of the woman wanting to lead is always there.
I know, and in the right
and
mind.
it depends. It always depends. It depends with the man.
A woman in the right mind would want to lead.
You don't know them.
Hey, me, I'm not a feminist.
You don't know them. Maybe when you're
different.
watching.
Me, I'm built
Yeah, you're
different.
a
Me, I
different
wouldn't
one.
want to lead.
Hey
I
people,
would
there
wa-
is someone here
No,
who is
I
a
would-
different one. Can you ebu ingieni?
No, we will argue about some
patiana
certain
handle
things.
zako watu wa
Staki,
slide.
msinifuate siwataki. Mnakuja hapa kunilambia.
Patiana.
Watakuja hapa kunilambia lips.
Patiane. No, unaweza pata mwenye alambi lips.
Kama ulambi lips sawa tutaona.
Na utumii filters.
Na usitumie please.
So there will always be that struggle. And that is why we tell men. Now the other portion of that verse, it says he will rule over you.
Yes, and
Now every time you are coming up, every time you are trying to take up the leadership role in that relationship, you will always find the man there telling you or bringing you down and telling you, this is my domain. I am the one who is leading. I am the one who is guiding. So even you as a lady, you have to ask yourself, when you're getting into a relationship, are you getting into a relationship wanting to lead it? Or are you getting into a relationship with
Wanting to be led.
knowing that that person is going to lead you? Yes, you have to be clear about that from the word go.
oh, definitely.
If you don't want, if you always want to be on the driver's seat, you better stay single. If you always want to be on the driver's seat as a lady in a relationship, you better stay single.
And even wanting to lead is not, forgive me for saying this, but it's not very feminine.
Yes, it isn't.
It
isn't.
not very feminine.
It isn't.
Wanting to always, sawa, lead at work, be the CEO
Yes,
of wherever, but
exactly.
in your relationship, wanting to lead, you want to wear the pants?
Yes, there are ladies like that. I told you last time.
It's already difficult enough.
No, I told you, Tracy, I have lost friends through marriage.
Jeez.
Personally. So this is not something I'm just cooking up.
Like you don't, oh no, I want to
Like
meet
the
a woman.
man, yes, the man comes and tells you honestly what really happened. My wife doesn't like you. Yes.
Lakini wewe nijue wewe naweza elewa juu unaambiaga watu ukweli.
You see, but that is the price we have to pay. Jesus Christ came to this world and he was teaching peace and the kingdom of God. What happened to him? He was crucified. The same group he fed, the 5,000 people. The same group he fed. When he was there, they were singing Crucify Him. I do not live for approval. For me, I have trained myself.
No one should, for sure.
I have actually trained myself to pay very little attention about what people think about myself. I don't think it as important. Initially, I used to get crushed. Oh, Sam hates me. Now, what will I do with my life? Why does he hate me? Nowadays, I have gotten to a point where it's fine. I can control how I feel about you. I can't control how you feel about me. So I might as well do the work of controlling how I feel about you. And leave your feeling towards me like that.
Hey, Mimi, once I hear, now I can't control how I feel about you because I'll hate you. Moving on. Moving on. Sitaki no. They will come for me.
No, you see, it shouldn't matter.
Watu wakae
Let me
mbali.
tell you, Tracy.
Silas, mi
Have
bado.
thick skin. It shouldn't
Listen,
matter.
I always say this. That's a level of adulthood or maturity that have not yet unlocked.
Okay. Of
Pole
people
pole
coming to
tu.
you.
Yeah, pole pole. Pole pole.
Let me tell you,
It's a
and as
level
long
I'm yet to
as
unlock
long as
it.
you are in this space, let me tell you, cheki.
Walikwambia picha zangu zisiwe, video yangu zisiwe iko TikTok.
Ikifika time, itafika time when you won't help that. You prepare yourself. Look at, let me give you an example of my check.
Yeah.
Look at how those guys sometimes wanaingiliwa.
Hey,
Like
especially
somebody
with
just-
the guests they bring.
Yes, somebody will pick on you.
Just because.
Laugh. I see comments
Kama
about.
ule mtu
There's
aliniambia
another
ninakohoa.
time. No, there's another time sikuwa nimejipaka mafuta kwa lips. Zilikuwa zimedry. A lady comes and say, comments lip balm.
That's it.
Then nikasema, nilisahau. Mwingine akasema, I wonder how the ankles look.
Ashi?
Yes,
What
yes,
were they
yes,
saying?
Creative is asking, is she taken? Just curious. Are you taken?
For granted.
For granted. You have your answer. Good one. Yeah. She's taken for granted. So you might as well not take her for granted. Tuendelee.
Okay, aya. Okay, aya. Wacha hii kitu ifunguke. The true enemy is unresolved attachment. The enemy in relationships is not always your ex or your partner. It's the lingering emotional bond that continues to drain your energy. When someone once hurt you still occupies space in your mind, they continue to influence your emotions and decisions.
There's something that that happened in this past. Ama, you want to talk about it? The ex.
Sema kwanza.
Jose.
I really hate that period when two people have immediately broken up. I hate that period.
Personally, I watched the interviews of both Burale and the wife.
You did.
I did go. I had to.
You know,
It was everywhere. I had to go and watch. And let me tell you guys, and this is what I will tell you, Tracy. If you have ever been involved romantically with anyone, listen to me, Tracy. Let me say it slowly. If you've ever been romantic, and this goes to both the man and the lady. If you've ever been romantically involved with anyone, to some point that they had a place in your heart and you viewed them as someone who would see you naked.
Because they do have a child.
Yes.
Okay.
No,
Ama
I don't
sio
think-
huyo?
no, they
Sio huyo?
don't. Yeah.
Okay.
And you have gotten to a point where you have seen each other's nakedness. At least for the sake of that memory. For the sake of it. For the sake of what you once had. For the sake of the respect that you had for each other when you first loved each other. Don't talk about it. Don't talk. And I'm talking to both the man and the woman. Don't talk about it. The world does not care about the things that you have gone through, Tracy. Nobody cares. People do not know you from a hole in the wall to even care. People care about news that interest them, not about you. As you're airing your dirty linen outside in the public eye, do not think that you're doing anything good to yourself. You're doing a disservice to yourself and to the other person and to whatever you once cherished. Because if you were married to a narcissist, let's say, give it for example, you were married to a narcissist and you lived with the narcissist for 3 years. That tells me a lot about you than it does the narcissist.
No.
Because, listen, I'm not saying that they are not, we don't have people who are abusive. But I'm saying you have lived with this person for that long. And when things were good together, when things were good between both of you, you didn't talk about it. You didn't go on a public forum to talk about how good your relationship is. Don't afford people that people don't care. Don't go to talk about that. Those were very intimate things. They were very.
Wait, she was very detailed.
You go listen to that.
I've not
my
gotten
goodness.
the energy because, as you said, I really don't care.
I was listening to it and I was like, Allah, mashallah.
Really?
Yes.
You know, I have not listened to it because, like you said, I really don't care.
Yeah.
But at some point, I've always been curious why this man is always single. And you are a marriage advisor.
No, she explains. Even in their honeymoon, he never touched her.
I saw. And you're married.
You see,
You know, that's weird behavior. Unajua kuna watu walikuwa nasema closet is looking a bit
even if
clear
it is weird, for me, I don't think I would ever. I'm saying I would really, when the day you see me get into a camera to talk about my relationship, call the cops.
No, you know better.
Call the cops.
Call police.
There is a gun pointed at my head. I am not myself.
It's do or die.
If you ever see me do that with someone, sometimes some things just leave them. And it was 13 years ago.
No, I agree.
13 years is a very long period. Guys are forming opinions of this guy.
Based on...
Miss Mtetei. I don't know him enough kumtetea. I've never even listened to him. But guys are forming opinion on him based on something someone says happened 13 years. He's been trending.
Si aliitwa, si angesema hata
You see, and him also, on the other hand, he goes also to talk about his relation. Don't. The public doesn't need to know.
No, me, we just want tea. You're giving us content. Please proceed.
If only people knew how to shut their mouth. Just keep quiet. This is not a national issue. Sahi tunaangalia juu ya KPA, Kenya Ports Authority. Hiyo ndio national issue. There's rumors that it is going. I don't know.
Inauzwa.
There's
I say
rumors.
tunafocus na watu
Yes, you
kuchukua
see.
kura.
Yes, you see. Na tuna focus on people picking, getting...
registered voters.
Don't come to bring familial issues here. Don't.
13 years ago.
Don't.
I was a child.
I mean 13 years ago, I was a loser.
You're broke.
I was
And a simp.
I was a big one. A big one. Imagine now that lady that I was simping for coming here. Anza kuoneshana receipts. I still have the receipts.
You just choose not to expose them.
Yes, imagine. That I didn't think it was I don't think it was done in good faith. They can continue doing it. You see, now we live in a free world where you can talk about what you want. But I'm just saying the damage is too much. The damage is too much.
I agree. And I saw someone saying that, it's finally right that she speaks up on the things that she's been going through. Sijui many women go through such things. It's good that she's giving that platform so that watu wache like heshimu the guy because he's such a senior person. Not a senior, but he's a very respected person, especially when it comes to marriage stuff. Then unasikia alikuwa anafanya hizo vitu. Okay, ni alikuwa.
I don't think it was right for both of them to talk about those things. And those are things I would... that's why I've told you the day that you see me on camera talking about my personal relationships.
Yeah, me too.
The day you see me do that, call the cops. I am in danger. My life is in danger. There is a gun somewhere. It could either be pointed at... It is pointed at me.
It is.
It
directly.
is pointed, yes.
Directly.
Because leave it alone. It's like leaving a job. Maybe you see a job that you are being exploited, you resign, you move on. It's like you see those people who leave, and we have seen this many times. Sijui ex wangu alikuwa hivi. Why
are you talking about? That's the thing. That's in the emotional bond that continues to drain your energy.
Yes.
It's so draining.
Yes, it is draining and it is dragging people behind.
Unless it was gender-based violence,
yes.
Now there you can speak about it.
And speak to the relevant authorities. Go to the cops.
No, and also tell other women about that man.
There are organizations. Listen, it doesn't have to be a public affair. Kuna sometimes that it is inevitable that it will come out in public.
Another lady would be a victim.
Yes, but you see, this is what I say. That is where now you start getting personal.
It's personal.
There are guys who are dating. I am dating you, and wherever we go, I am photos.
No, now that's wrong.
No, it is happening. Where do you think those receipts are coming out? It's happening. That means that even these people who are in this relationship do not trust each other. You're always with your phone. Let's say you're with someone. Maybe you have gone, maybe even people are taking photos of their wives and videos of their husbands. Maybe it's a husband, they're with their wife after their bed issues. Then you take a photo. Then you take this. So that one day you can use it against them.
No, I don't think that's the goal.
If you have to get there, if you have to get to a point where you need evidence or you need to be collecting some little materials that you may use in future, that is to tell you're in the wrong relationship. You are in the wrong relationship. Leave. And that's why I have told people, practice the art of walking away. For me, I have taught myself that long enough. Like, make it easy for yourself to always walk away. If I see a lady, or if you see a lady that you think her character is not good enough for you, don't waste time collecting evidence. Walk away. Leave her. Tell her, we like different things. Leave. You will not need to be with someone and you're playing cop. Can you imagine there are guys who are doing that? Tracy, what will happen? What may happen if, imagine, one day you have dated someone, you had good moments, the breakup was bad. Let's say it was bad, it was even violent. And then you discover that they had videos and photos of you of things that would really damage your reputation.
That's malicious as hell.
It is malicious. It should be a crime. Should be a crime.
Then the other person who was doing that was not in it for the good things.
And why are you in a relationship if you must play cop. That's why I was saying, even if you have to investigate to play cop, it means you're in the wrong relationship. I don't think I'll tell.
Gathering evidence.
I have no voice to tell Kenyans, but I will tell Kenyans this. Please, the people you are trying to air your dirty linen to, do not care. People care only about themselves. Even after I watched that thing, I went and I watched this clip of the man. I watched the clip of the lady. And after that, I was like, oh, I'm hungry. What will I take for lunch? And I went and looked for something that would make me happy.
Umenipatia task ya kufanya kesho
Yes, and after that, I went to watch Vikings.
something that will help you.
Knowing something about someone I was just seeing on screen, which was not necessary. We need to learn the art of walking away. Walking away is your magic power, is your superpower.
Okay.
As a man, learn how to walk away. And when you walk away, and I'm not saying walking and coming. When you decide to actually walk away and never look back.
Yeah.
Walk away and never look back. You'd rather do that rather than taking videos of something and then trying to blackmail them in the future, or going to a podcast. You saw Dr. Kingori saying, Dr. Kingori did a video saying that if you're dating a girl, you ask her if the brother he has a brother, or if the brother is planning to open a podcast.
Yeah. 13 years later. 13 years.
No,
later.
don't go to those extents. I would never talk about the people I've been involved with, whether they were good or bad. I would never. But if I have to talk about them, I'll just talk about the good moments.
From a point of learning,
yes.
It doesn't have to be, oh, they were so stupid, oh,
yes.
they cheated, oh, they were dumb. No, not because you loved a dumb person.
Yes.
Is he dumb now that you've broken up?
If your significant other was stupid, that tells me more about you than it does. Yes, that it takes two to tango. Yes, it tells me more about you. Unasema he was manipulative, he was this. Yes, there are people who are that.
Yeah.
But when you see that, it's time to leave. And actually, don't make a life commitment with someone who has such characters. I have one saying that I use, the carpentry saying, measure many times, cut once. In a relationship, measure someone before you commit to them. Measure them many times. Test them through dates, through what? Observation, through everything. Stop thinking with this thing.
Through investigating.
Yes, stop thinking with this thing. Think with this thing. Kiongos, think with that. Measure them. By the time you are settling and saying that this is the person that I'm going to be involved with, be sure. Let them surprise you later, and always have your card. If they bring any surprises that I have not seen, I'm walking away. You will live a free life. You will not even be scared at will he or she cheat on me? Will she go? You will say, if she goes, I'll get hurt. But fine, let her go. And you wish her well. The art of walking away is a magic superpower.
Okay.
Hapo nimeshout.
Set boundaries. Set boundaries with finality. Boundaries lose meaning when they are negotiable. Law 15 teaches that once a limit is set, it must be enforced with silence, not explanations. No texts, no closure meetings, no maybe someday. Firm endings. Protect your dignity. Listen. Now this is to the immature men out there that still do not know how to break up with women the right way or end situations the right way. Do not ever tell a woman that maybe in another world. No. Not even in Mars. Are you two going to happen again?
Yeah.
If you've just, like you said, if you've just in a character that you don't like in a person, mwambie tu, cheki, I don't think we are on the same page. I don't think we are compatible. That's it.
Yeah.
Don't say, oh, maybe in another world. Maybe someday.
No.
Stop lying.
Yes. Just leave. Here is someone asking, naje kupostiana kwenye mitandao ya kijamii ni ishara ya kupendana au ni jaba?
Could be both.
I can tell you this. The world doesn't care. Why do you need to show the world? Why do you need? I think something as a relationship.
Public display of affection.
Is as personal. I think a relationship is as personal as... And let me tell you this, Tracy.
It's starting to sound a bit too familiar.
Believe me or not, the more the need to show a healthy relationship online, the worse that relationship is. I can.
The more.
I will. The more the need. Listen.
No, the
more,
need.
The more the
It's
need
not a
to
need.
show. There is someone. I'll just say this.
A need.
This is what I do. Yeah, because I try to study human behavior. So one day, on Facebook, out of nowhere, a friend of mine just appears, and the wife, hey, the most beautiful thing I have ever bagged. Hey, she's the queen of my heart.
Down in the
on
comments.
Facebook.
On
no,
comments.
on Facebook.
Or
All of a
posting.
sudden, yes. All of a sudden, there are photos when they were with the family. They're on vacation. Do you know what was happening when that was happening? I looked at that photo. I called another friend of mine. I told him, have you seen the things that are being posted on Facebook? I told him there is trouble in paradise. They are not together now. Do you know when the posting was happening? 2 months ago. Whenever you see someone, it is compensating. This is human behavior.
Well, if it wasn't happening before, no, it's happening. That's a red
This
flag.
is usually human behavior. There is a lady called Eva Pompaures. She does podcasts and she does behavioral psychologists and this. She does polygraph. The lie
tests,
detector.
yeah.
She does those tests. So she says, whenever you want to spot a liar, this is what you do when you want to spot a liar. When you are pulling a conversation, when you want to interrogate someone about something, start with basic questions and determine a baseline.
Oh, like what did you have for breakfast?
No, what's your name? And as you're answering those questions, I'm locked, looking at you, looking at your reactions and
your
everything.
body language.
And your body language and everything. So once I've established a base of how you behave, any deviation of that behavior in the course of the conversation is a telltale sign of something. These gentlemen, those people who have the sudden urgent need to post, unless they're earning money from being a couple. You know, there are a couple who, by virtue of being couple, they do the travel vlogs, they do all these things.
It's the Jesus someday here. And we are back again.
Unless you're earning money from that. But if you see, it is so plastic.
Yeah.
The way we are as human beings, when we find something that gives us a lot of happiness, we tend not to want to share it so that
That's
people
true.
don't jinx it.
That is so true.
Isn't it?
I agree.
We tend to be very silent about our happiness.
And the things that you hold so dear.
Even when it comes to money, when you have the constant need to flash it, there is something you're compensating for. And either you didn't get that money legally, you didn't get it well, or the stuff you have done to get that money. The only way to clean your conscience is through likes and people's envy. Now you will post, you tell them I'm doing
and
well.
philanthropy.
Yes, and yesterday you were in some dark corner somewhere. The things that were happening to you.
Forex.
The things that were happening to you.
Watu wa forex.
Unasema mpaka nikipata hii 10 million, nikipata hii 10 million.
Lazima nionyeshe
watu I'm living. Yes. Because when the people who make genuine money hide it. Tracy, the day you make serious money, everybody wants it. Your friends wants it. The government wants it.
The government.
Everybody, your family wants it. Your distant relative or uncle wants it. Everyone will be calling you. So what you do when you're making your money, you make it in silence. That's the psychology of normal human behavior. All you see on Instagram is abnormal behavior and a telltale signs of something deeper. It is a telltale sign of something deeper. People who are happy don't flash their happiness. Especially couples.
Flash.
When you guys were courting each other, you didn't tell us. Now you are seated together and then things start
Going
mrama, and then all of a sudden
you want to show us that
it
you're
is
in
a
love.
demon. He is a demon. No, don't. Whenever you see it, whenever you see a camera,
Is kipindi.
is programs.
Is kipindi is a
programs, yes.
script going on.
There is a script. Even if it is a camera of watch me waking up. Wali set up sangapi na ring lights na manini na tripod.
It's content creation.
Yes. So you best
creation.
tell us our relationship is content. It's not genuine. It's plastic.
Kwanza kuna watu wawili na follow online and I think they've broken up.
Yes.
Wow.
So they keep following and unfollowing each other.
tunangoja ile
Stay
press
away from
statement.
plastic relationships. You don't need to flash your significant other. That is not love. Love is not posting the other person. Love is not like that. Love is action.
And you really can't measure if someone loves you
Yes.
if they post you or not. But if that's what you think, guy, kwanza 19-year-olds.
I like how low-key Churchill has remained in his life. Even if that's good, because we don't know, you see.
Yeah, we don't know his business.
And I don't remember the last time I saw him trending. I don't remember the last time.
He only
has
trends when
managed-
other people are talking ill about him. The previous
Yes, and you see,
comedians.
he has never answered anyone.
No, he hasn't.
He has never answered. Like Churchill, big up. He's never
Cool
answered
pips. It's
anyone.
cool pips.
He keeps quiet. He helped so many people, even though kuna mastori mingi, I don't know about it enough to comment. But he never responds. You don't know if he has a family. You don't know if he has children. You don't know anything about him. Stay like that.
Yeah.
Stay like that.
Okay.
So that even if you break up, it is not news. Let's talk about, we are talking about pots. Let's talk about voting.
Yeah.
Sasa tuko kwa voting, alafu history yako inakuja inatrend at number 1. Kenyans, we will still vote the same guys.
Wewe ndio umefanya
We will
tusahau.
still vote the same guys because the things that we pay attention to, in my own opinion, the things that we pay attention to
Are very
are things that do not matter anywhere.
That's true.
About who is divorcing who never slept with who on their honeymoon. That is what, in this economy, the rising fuel prices.
No, it's kidogo okay just for tea. You know, sometimes during lunch hour you just want to see some good tea online. Aya, hapa kuna mtu ametuuliza na sijui mbona ametuuliza hii swali. What's affecting a lady who needs you but still in 2-3 relationships? Are you talking about you or the lady?
If they need you, they need your money. They don't need you.
Wait, what's affecting the lady who needs you but is still into? I think that's what you mean.
2 or 3 relationships.
Bro.
Red flag.
Who are
That
you
one
dating?
does not need you. Needs your money. She needs your money.
Hata
She's
kama
just
huna
cheating
pesa,
to you.
huyo
Nakudanganya ati
Is
anakunid.
Mariah's
Yes.
dealing with Mariah.
She doesn't need you. A lady who needs you and is in 3 or 4 2 or 3 relationships.
No, you're dealing with Mariah.
Yeah, you're dealing. That one is for the streets.
It's for the streets. It's for the streets. Kama nakutaka hao wengine wata exist. Protect your mental territory. The mind is where old relationships often linger longest. Stop revisiting shared places, memories, or digital reminders. Protecting your mental space ensures your former attachment no longer controls your emotional weather. Stop revisiting shared places, memories, or digital reminders. If I'm the one who showed you that place, then I don't expect you to be there.
I'll be there.
If I showed you a restaurant,
Same desk.
no,
Sitting
and
in
then
the
you're
same
sitting on the
stoic way.
on the same
Same
table
stoic way.
we used to sit on.
Gazing at you. Kwanza
No,
ukiingia.
no,
Ukiingia, I'm there. I'm watching you. Nini wewe?
If I showed you a place,
That is now if I've decided to become petty.
now that's being petty. You see, now you're the one who is allowing this mental thing to torture you because you know I liked this place.
Yes.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have shared with you a certain restaurant if I didn't like it. So wewe sasa unakuja, juu unajua maybe she comes here on Thursdays to just unwind. Now you're the one with the problem. And
Yes.
I honestly don't expect that. It might be selfish, but I just don't expect. Let's go. Wewe achana nazo.
I think every battle that we fight, we win it in the mind. The mind is the most important thing. And since we cannot talk about you crushing your enemy, you're finishing them like in the olden times, you might as well remove them from your mind. And how to remove... You see, someone who constantly needs to fight back has not moved on. I'm not talking about this situation.
Fight back.
Yes, because you see, if you're done with someone, have you ever been done with someone? Like really
Like
done?
done. Yeah.
You don't want anything to do with them.
You even block them.
Isn't
everywhere.
it?
Ugh.
You don't want even to talk about them. Even when your friends are coming to ask you about
What happened?
what
Shut
happened.
up.
Yes, you feel like you don't want to talk about it.
Ugh.
You see, because you're so done with that person. And you're not genuinely done with a person until the time you can sit down with them in the same place and feel nothing.
That's true.
You're not done with a person until that. If you cannot be in the same room with that person, they affect you.
That is actually very true.
Yes, they really affect you. And let me tell you this. If they affect you, you have not healed or really done the healing. You might be convincing yourself or telling yourself that I've healed from this person or this heartbreak. You've not. You need to work on that healing.
I agree.
Being done with someone means that I can see them. I can talk to them.
Yeah.
And that's why I was talking about this post that went very viral, the post on forbidding people from seeing their children. Where a lady uses the child as a weapon.
That's so wrong.
I was saying, if you have to get there, there's still that bitterness that you have. Healing is intrinsic. Healing comes from it within. And when I tell people to walk away, and this is not something that you develop overnight. You teach yourself to actively heal from disappointments in life and from so many things. Just teach yourself how to actively heal. Get to a point and train yourself to the point that I can sit down with this person and look them in the eye.
And even have a conversation.
With
Yeah.
them and not feel a thing. Until you can get there, you're not fully healed.
I agree.
Yes, until you can get there,
I
you are not fully healed.
I 100% agree.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we must endeavor to make sure that is where what happens.
And you don't need closure. One thing again, you don't need closure to move on.
Exactly.
You want to go back to your boyfriend and ask them why they cheated on you. You don't need to know why. You don't. There's someone who wants. There's a quote I see sometimes that you don't go back to the snake and ask why it bit you. Don't
yes,
do
a
that.
snake
Don't
bites.
be stupid.
It is the work
Don't
of
be
a
stupid.
snake to bite.
I don't believe that you need closure to move on. Listen, the best way to move on, and I know it's wrong, but just make up stories in your mind.
At you make up stories?
Yes,
I'm
make up stories
sending
in your-
someone, there's something urgent I'm
It's
sending.
okay.
But, yeah.
Make up stories in your mind or just treat them like the enemy in your mind, not in real sense, but just make them the enemy and hate them in your head. Move on. Then now you can start.
Hate is such a strong
Okay, not
emotion.
hate.
Hate is such a strong emotion.
Just don't.
Hate is
Wacha
emotion.
kurelive zile beautiful memories. Juu ukianza kurelive beautiful memories utakaa hapo mwaka mzima na uja move on. So forget, start thinking about ati hata alikuwa naacha socks kwa mlango. Like the little things that you really hated. There's two small things that really irritated you about the relationships. Remember those things, then you'll remember he's not a perfect human being and you'll move on.
But that one, you will not have moved on.
No, it is for you need to hate this person because they've hurt you. In as much as someone has hurt you, you'll still love them entirely.
Okay, I'm done.
You'll still love them entirely. So once a breakup has happened, you need, without closure, you need a way to move on. Okay? And you need to do that without going back to the person and asking them, why did you do this? Because you don't need it. So I'm just saying, this is a method that is very crude, but it's something the girls do. Make up stories in your head about the guy. Or just remember like something, like a pet peeve he used to do that you really hated. That one.
But let me
Then you'll be like, oh,
let me tell you, Tracy, why I would...
It will work.
Why that will not work?
It will work.
I don't believe that would work. You know why? Because you are still building, what you're trying to do is you're trying to hate someone that you've not gotten to the point of really hating them.
Then hate them for real.
You see, what you do, no,
Hate what they did.
What you do
Then
is
you
this.
hate them.
This is what I have trained myself to do. In this world, what kills people is hope and expectations. The higher your expectations on someone, the more hurt you will be when they fall short of your expectations. Let me advise you what to do.
But you're dating.
Let me advise you what to do. Even when you're dating.
Aye.
Lower your expectations. No, first of all, start there.
Aye.
Lower your expectations. Or have both ends in mind. That this thing can end well or it could end badly. And many people like to rub the bad ending off. That's why you see, they like to rub it off. Tracy, whenever you look at your significant other like this in the eye, and it is something you practice over and over again until it doesn't affect you even much. look at them in the eye and know that there is a possibility that
it
this
might not
man,
work.
no, there is a possibility that this man may betray me.
And that's true.
Yeah, there is a possibility.
Hiyo nayo
Now,
ni
this is
ukweli.
what you ask yourself. What will I do in the event when that happens?
Leave.
Now, this is what many people do. They can't even imagine.
Yeah, you can't pass. Oh my God, he can't cheat on
Yes,
me.
they can't imagine that these people. So when you lower your expectations of human beings, I'm not saying that be suspicious. I live very comfortable lives with people, and I know that one day this guy can stab me in the back, and I know that. But I tell myself I could also stab them in the back. You see, it goes both ways. So what you do is you train yourself to not be affected with it when it happens. It is painful. I'm not. I received an inbox. I have an inbox here. I will show you immediately after this show, of a man who, when you see that story, it will crush you.
Okay.
It will crush you because the person is in a desperate situation. His relationship is as good as gone. Now, if you don't train yourself to get there, you will struggle so much when you're there. Because hate is such a strong emotion to have on someone. Just practice indifference. You tell yourself, umenicheza, umenifanyia hivi, fine. Inaniuma na itaniuma for some time, but I'll be okay. You see? And you actively work towards being okay. You will find yourself having very meaningful relationships. You will find yourself not worried about the outcome. You will tell yourself, if it works, yes. If it doesn't, yes.
I agree with you to some extent. I agree with you. Okay, maybe hate is a strong word.
It's strong.
And it's good to not hate people.
It's
As a
strong.
Christian,
And actually,
but me, I'm just saying, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Maybe you see, kuna mtu hapa amesema art of detachment is key. And I agree.
Yeah.
But there are people who have serious attachment issues.
yes.
Like once, no, I think
Which is dangerous.
when I start talking about this, I'll reveal too much information about myself.
When you're talking about that attachment, when I say when he says the art of detachment is key, which I agree with,
True.
I don't mean.
And it is detachment with everything.
Yes.
With your job, with your friends, with literally everything.
And so does the Bible say, cursed is the man who puts his trust on another. Why did God say that about human
Because he
beings?
knows men are wicked.
Yes, we are wicked.
Yes, you are wicked.
Yes, we are wicked. So what you do, by detachment, I don't
are
mean
wicked.
that you become emotionally unavailable.
That's true.
Yeah, there are people who interpret.
No.
There are people who interpret detachment to mean emotional unavailability.
No.
You can be with someone connected emotionally, but not attached. And let me tell you, they might not betray you. They might pass on. They might die.
Jeez.
They might die. You become a mess
When they die.
So you must prepare yourself for outcomes. You must prepare for war. Marriage is war. Love is war.
Sasa unatuambia hivyo na bado hata
You must
tutaingia
prepare.
kwa field.
No, and I'm not talking about physical war.
No.
I'm saying it is possible. Outcomes. Ukikaa chini hivi kwa meza na unasema nampenda, unajua kitambo tulikuwa tunasikiza hizi mangoma za binti kiziwi,
Mimi napenda.
napenda binti kiziwi, Sasa huyu binti kiziwi ukimpenda, cheza all the outcomes. All the possible outcomes. What would I do if she does this? What would I do if imagine those things? Be comfortable with betrayal or being betrayed.
You'd rather they just prove you wrong. Like have it. Entertain the thought.
Yes.
Entertain that this person might be the worst person I'm dating or might do the worst. Don't ever rule out he won't cheat.
Yes.
Or he can't. No,
Yes.
don't rule it out.
Yes.
Because when they do it,
You'll be disappointed.
you'll be
I've told
disappointed. You won't be shocked.
It is a hope that
You're
disappoints.
like, wow, you didn't prove me wrong.
Yes. And you see, for me, like for example, nowadays when I'm stabbed, you know who to ask. When I'm stabbed in the back, I'm like, sometimes
Chonjo.
sometimes they're even surprised at how I deal with those things.
Really?
Someone is telling me, how do you deal with these things?
Mm-hmm.
Hata wewe, you deal with them in a very casual way. I say, so and so has done this and ijanifurahisha, but ni sawa.
We gotta move.
Ni sawa. And I get to a point when even if I see them, you might think we are best of friends. I will laugh with them. I will laugh with them. I will stay there.
Like you've set a boundary, but it's not physical boundary.
No, I'm saying we can end up in circles. I've ended up in familiar circles.
No.
Let's say, for example, we've lost a common friend, a mutual friend, mutual friend, and we all appear in the committee to support. You see, now me leaving the committee because the person is there means that it still affects me. He or she still affects me.
Sawa.
I don't give people that privilege.
Ni sawa. You can still talk for as long as whatever is being talked about is mutual, like you said.
Yes.
Is affecting all of
Not
you.
us.
But
Us we
is
are.
your will?
No, us we are done.
No.
Yes,
No,
for us we are
catch me
done.
even breathing the same on the same side as you.
Yes,
Catch me.
for us we are done, but
No.
it is
That's a
not.
physical boundary. Like ukiniona jifanye hujaniona.
Yeah.
It's that serious. Aya. Tell us what to do when your girl accuses you that you are cheating on her.
When she accuses you, I think this is
when you are being accused of cheating, I think she's probably cheating.
sometimes people project what they're actually doing to you, but I'm not saying that is the case.
That's all. That might not be the case.
You need
but
to understand. Yeah, you need to understand why. This is where a conversation now
needs to happen.
Just sit down and ask her actively why does she think that way? Because it is not coming from
and a lady
the
who
blues.
No, can I? Okay.
It's not coming from the blues.
If a lady thinks that you're cheating, I don't think that question comes out so openly.
No, if she is asking,
verbally, why are you cheating on me, or are you cheating on me?
That's what he says.
I don't think that is how it happens. They just hurt or they start gathering evidence silently. They won't outrightly ask you why are you cheating or are you cheating on me. Ukiona mse anauliza hiyo swali, I think she's projecting.
Oh, she's projecting.
When someone is truly feeling
when
like...
a lady,
when a lady is truly feeling like they're being cheated on or they're having those suspicions, they start investigating pole. And you will not notice.
Okay.
And they start observing you keenly because one thing men forget is we're very good at noticing patterns.
Oh, okay.
So once we start observing certain patterns that maybe you used to call me at 7 p.m. Now you don't. And it's not like anything huge in your life has happened that you can't call me at 7 p.m. They're very tiny things that you used to do, now you don't. Hizo ndo vitu zinaanzaga kuonekana, then you're like, or maybe he's cheating. Then it's inside your head. So you'll start observing more. Is he wearing a different cologne? Like these things are very much that. Is he wearing a different cologne? Is he asking for dates as much as he used to? Is he texting me as he used to? Like you get some...
Or you see a change in behavior.
Yes. Now you'll start investigating pole. But outrightly asking, are you cheating? No.
Okay. Someone is saying by the time someone is accusing you of cheating, and a cheat.
I agree.
You agree? Okay.
Or she might be looking... she might be looking for a reason to leave. I agree.
Or she might be looking for a reason.
Yes.
So there is a world of possibilities on what could be happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, just pull the conversation and also be observant yourself. Hata we usiwache, observe and see. You might be able to really tell what is really going on.
Naya, master the art of peaceful indifference. The opposite of love isn't hate. It's emotional neutrality. You don't need to prove indifference. You simply stop reacting. Power grows in silence, not in constant displays of strength. A person will practice indifference.
The opposite, and this is very important. The opposite of love isn't hate in this situation. Because I think when you get to a point where you hate someone, you have given them so much space in your head and your heart that is unnecessary. They own you.
Okay,
hate is a very strong emotion. Hate is slavery. Because someone that you hate, you think about. You imagine ways you can cause them harm. So it means that they are constantly, they're constantly in your mind. The best thing you should do is in neutrality. I have called it indifference. When you grow indifference towards someone, indifferent, you stop reacting. I am telling you, there is nothing as powerful as the power of silence. Hence, even our episode on the power of silence is the top performing one. The power of silence.
Oh, to date?
Yes. There is nothing as powerful as just being quiet. When there is, especially some accusations or emotional accusations about you. He says you don't need to prove indifference. You know, there are people who think that being brave or being mighty or being indifferent is walking around, I don't care, flashing the middle finger everywhere. I was not flashing.
I was waiting.
No. This one is, it's not me. So
unaweza ambia sama kufunza.
Some kanifunza hiyo kitu mi sijui. I don't think my fingers work. So there's some people who think that indifference is walking around chest out saying how they don't care, abusing everyone. That's a sign of insecurity. That's the most insecure person. By the way, let me tell you, if you want to know a person who cannot do anything, a person who cannot fight, a person who cannot cause damage, listen to them talk. The louder the person, the more cowardly they are. The louder the person. Why do you need to be loud? You see, a coward compensates for his cowardice by being loud. That loudness, unajua mimi ni nani? Nitakumaliza.
Nothing.
Just dare them to maliza you.
Nothing.
Or mpapase kidogo tu moja tu, mpapase moja uone. It's because they have to project it. If it has, that's what I'm telling you, things that have to be projected are very plastic. Bravery is never projected. Bravery is just bravery. A brave person is just brave. You don't want to find out. A brave person, as a matter of fact, there are two people who avoid fights. And I can tell when someone is trained in fighting. You can tell when someone is trained in fighting. You just look at their stance, you look at them, and most importantly, you listen to their mouth. People who can cause significant damage don't project and tell you, I am a dangerous person. The fact that you have to tell people you're dangerous means that you're nothing.
Naweza kuvunja.
Mi naweza kuvunja. Nitakumaliza mimi. The fact that you have to do that shows that you can't. Jennifer. Masculine Jennifer.
Actually, you're reminding me of something. The other day, someone pissed me off. Nikamwambia nitakupiga ngumi.
Yeah, so
that can happen.
So
but just not at the moment.
Indifference is where you are now. You need to get to indifference. I did the 4 stages of red pill. And the last stage and the most powerful stage is indifference. Indifference is where, Tracy, you've hurt me. I have mourned because you must mourn, and you'll go through those things. Even stoic people, even masculine people, they have that moment when they are crushed by betrayal and all those things. You will mourn, take your time and do it. Do it like a gentleman. When your tears, if they will roll, let them roll in private. When you wipe them, Jackie, when you wipe your face, finish that chapter. Walk out and continue with your life. Meet the person and feel nothing about them. There are people who they even start stalking you to see who is your next boyfriend. Jogona. There are people who start doing that. That is not moving on. Moving on. Power grows in silence, not in constant display of strength. Whenever you see someone, Tracy, portraying strength, this is the question you need to ask yourself. Whenever you see someone portraying strength, portraying riches, portraying love life, you have to ask yourself this question. What is in it for them? Why? That you will be able to see beyond every mask. Why? If someone is coming to you and they are overly good, why? If someone is coming to you and they are talking ill about you, why? Ask yourself that question. It makes you start looking at that person and analyzing that person in a good way. And you'll figure it out. Some are jealous of you. Some don't just like you. And you have no control over that. What is you hate Silas? Fine.
Happy birthday.
Hey, happy birthday. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, you have achieved.
Officially
You are the
hated.
first one in this world to hate me.
Wow.
So
wow. Here's a trophy.
Don't pay much attention.
Yeah.
Don't always project strength. Accept vulnerability and move on.
Okay. Haya, reclaim your energy and identity. Okay, kuna mtu hapa amesema anataka kushare yake tumsaidie. Share.
Yes,
Tutaiongelelea tukimalizia.
We have by the we take people write messages.
Yeah,
just go to our
DMs.
page, just DM.
Yeah.
We'll answer you.
Okay, reclaim your energy and identity. When you detach completely, you redirect your energy back into self-growth. I agree.
Yeah.
You stop defining yourself by what ended and begin rediscovering who you are beyond the relationship. And I agree because especially if it's a long-term relationship, even short-term, I do imagine that you had all of these goals, you had really envisioned. In as much as, yes, tunaambiwa it could end like this, and you should also entertain the thought that it might not. A lot of times, you don't think that we are going to break up tomorrow.
Yeah.
You do see yourself living with this person otherwise, or ending up with this person otherwise. I don't know why you're dating.
Yeah.
So after you've dated for, say, 2 years, and then it doesn't work out, you'd already not formed your identity, but your life was already really, a lot of things were around this person.
Yeah.
You know, like even some of the decisions that you made. So now after that, you really need to now come back to yourself. Not that you did lose yourself. If you had lost yourself in a relationship, then you need to work on yourself, first of all. But you've really formed a lot of, your life was really not rotating, but a lot of your life was with this person. So now you sort of need to rediscover who is Tracy when they're single again.
Exactly.
What can I do alone? Because maybe most of the activities you used to do with your partner. Do I still enjoy bowling? Do I still enjoy doing these things? Now come back to yourself.
Absolutely. And I agree 100% with that. What you need to do, and that is what we tell men, focus on yourself.
Yeah.
Focusing on yourself is you go on a journey of rediscovery. You might realize that maybe that breakup was the best thing to
You
ever
dodged a
happen to you.
bullet.
Yes, you might realize that it was the best thing. Look for the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
Search for that person. If it is in the gym, search for him. If it is your career and you level up after every disappointment, try to level up. There are people who get crushed. Never be too excited or too depressed. Always have that balance. And learn. When I got sick and I was in the hospital for a whole week on drips and all those nonsense. When I was in those things, what was going on in my mind was, if I leave this place, I'm going to make better life decisions. I'm going to make better life decisions. Here I am, Tracy, 4 years later, in the best shape of my life, every day in the gym, feeling better. Do you know nowadays I eat 1 meal a day?
You were sharing that sometime back.
Yes, I do 1 meal a day. I feel amazing. I sleep like a baby. I'm telling you, I sleep. I will be nitakuwa nachoma kazi. Today, I sleep like a small child.
Ulikuwa useme?
Ile afternoon nap yangu, I usually have a afternoon nap. Leo mpaka I was dreaming. Yes, I woke up like it is morning.
Or to get to a level of being employed at your level. Wow.
I don't know, but my day starts very early. So it's
Ni sawa, but I just hope and I wish that
you
one
can take
day
a nap. It will come.
I can take a nap
It will come.
at whatever time of the day.
It will come.
In my office. You know?
It will
that
come.
And I'm
But I'm telling you, right now, from that setback, that I was almost losing my life, I went on a journey of self-discovery. I have discovered things I never thought I could achieve. Physical things. I have known my body better than I ever known. I am in the best shape. If you went to all my photos, I am in the best shape I have of my life.
100%.
Because, you see, now that had I imagine when I went through that setback and came out and started voicing myself, started crying here, na my
diabetes,
yes, and every time I'm there, I've done something about it.
Yeah.
If that is the same thing you need to do after a heartbreak. Hii msemo ya kuoga na kurudi soko.
Oga na urudi soko for
Should
real.
be oga kwanza, improve yourself, rudi soko ukiwa more valuable. Ukiwa more valuable.
You can't go back
with a greater value. You see?
Actually take time off.
Take time. It's not an issue of life and death.
It's not a competition. How many people you've dated? It's not a competition. It's not. Take as much time as you need. This is the last one.
Una fidget. Oh.
Transform the law into healing. Crushing totally becomes symbolic. It means ending toxic influence, absolutely, not causing harm. Through detachment and discipline, you become untouchable, not by cruelty, but through inner peace.
Yes.
Not by cruelty, but through inner peace.
Now, crushing totally becomes symbolic. It means ending toxic influence, absolutely, not causing harm. Why I have talked about walking away. And walking away is a very peaceful thing. You first, don't try it if you've not made up your mind. You look like a loser. You'll come back begging.
Yeah, I agree.
If you decide to do that and you're not sure, best be sure. Best be sure when you're saying, I'm walking away. And you live by it. When you do it, what I have come to discover is that very little things really offend you. Do you know I used to get offended, super offended in traffic? Ati matatu imenikat. Ebu imagine, I used to get seriously offended. Seriously offended to the point that I'm thinking about that driver. I'm thinking about what I can do to that driver.
Yeah.
I used to get offended to that point.
You know, there's a movie, you should watch it. Naitwa Road Rage.
Road Rage.
Yeah, on Netflix. You should watch it.
I'll go and watch it.
Yeah.
I used to get offended, Tracy, that I'm thinking about the driver.
Unamfikiria na unasema
Yes.
tu.
Namfikiria mpaka unajua, you can even follow them.
Really?
I used to get seriously offended. And you know what?
Juu umekatwa tu kwa line.
Yes. And you know what? I practiced. I told myself I'm not going to let a human being affect me that much. Can you imagine someone affect you to the point that you are shaking? You are in your car alone and you are shaking because you are angry.
It was that bad.
I used to struggle. I have struggled with anger for a long time. Nowadays, unapita. Pita.
Hata nikuachie space.
Yes. Ama nikufungie vizuri. Tucheze hii mchezo. Nowadays I look at life as a game. Unataka tucheze hii mchezo? Mchezo wa kuigiza huyu.
Kazi tu ni kufinya breaks.
Mchezo wa kuigiza akiingia na mimi natoka. Hadi I did that to a matatu driver. Akaanza tu kusmile.
Unafanya tu hivi.
Yes.
Unasonga tu.
Learn how to laugh out at yourself. Get rid of these things that will draw you back. Because imagine if I acted at that time and maybe I had a weapon and went and used it on that guy. You're in prison. For what? For an anger. For just someone who has angered you.
Yeah.
Sometimes we make decisions, we don't think about those things.
Yeah.
We don't think about them.
Emotional ones.
Do not make emotional decisions. Don't, Tracy. Whenever something happens, always separate the emotion from the issue. And ask yourself, and take some time, and it takes time. Like, this is what I do. I go to my room, I replay the whole scenario. This happened. Was I wrong? Was this person wrong? Was I right in what I was saying? Was he right? Now, how to not take things personally? Fix yourself in the other person's shoe. Look at things from their perspective. Try to look at something from their perspective. There was a time, no, this one I can say, it's about my boss. I can say
No.
But look at things from the other person's perspective. And I've told you the biggest question you should always ask yourself amazed things happening is why. Both good and bad. Because there's always a reason why. Now, we had disagreed. And we disagreed, and it was not a good disagreement. It was a conflict kind of disagreement. And at that time, the only thing that is running in my mind is quitting, is leaving. But I sat down and I looked at, and I asked myself why. I came to discover from the person that at that point in time, the person was going through a very tough time. Actually, extremely tough. And no wonder the meeting went the way it went. I told myself, I also do that. Maybe I do that to my team. Maybe I do that when I'm also going through a bad time. So once you start viewing things from that, you think objectively. But when you think emotionally, it is react. React. And those reactions, many of the time, they come to bite you. Many of the times, they come to bite you. We've seen here. I'm talking about here. We've seen people. Anakupigia meza hivi. Kuambia sirudi. And leave. We have had people in this institution, Tracy, that have left unceremoniously. I have seen them here coming for interviews. 5, 6, 7 years later. And I'm asking myself, and they go to interviews sometimes. And when you sit in that interview panel, I'm not talking now about this situation, but when you sit in that interview panel, that thing comes back.
Yeah, like what you did.
That thing comes back, and then you ask yourself, do we really want to go through this again?
No, it's not worth it.
It is not worth it.
It's not worth it.
Take some time.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Think about that when you're all taking your ex back.
Yes.
Is it worth it?
No, it's not.
It is never worth it.
No, it's
Actually, they just prove you.
It's not. They look down on you first, and they think you don't have any. You can't do any better.
Or you think they've changed, and then you take them back, and then they just prove.
Maybe
that
they were
haven't.
coming to revenge. They were coming to deal with
No,
you.
listen. They were just coming. Wanakuja tu kukuprove we ni mjinga. Sasa.
Yes. So
Anyway.
This was a very difficult law to do.
Yeah, don't crush them totally.
Yeah, don't crush them totally. This
A little bit.
Don't crush them.
Neutralize them.
No. Don't
No,
crush
leave
them.
that.
Leave
Okay,
them.
sawa.
Leave them. Indifference is better.
Sikilizeni Silas ndo amesoma vitabu.
Yeah, indifference is better.
Mimi nitakwambia vitu na sina miaka zangu ni kidogo.
Utasema Malisa. Gonga kichwa.
Bado kanapumua kanyaga kwanza shingo hapa kwa trakia.
Gonga mpaka esophagus. Sawa.
Maliza duodenum.
But anyway, that is what I would tell people. Sometimes I receive inboxes.
Hebu na muendelee kupatia inbox nini kutumia Silas inbox.
Do you know how much tea? Do you know how much tea?
No, let me tell you, utafanya niingize TikTok yetu hapa. Ndio niko nazipata.
There is a lot.
Hata mimi nazisoma.
There is a lot of it. There is a lot. I'll show you one. Wacha tumalize hii tupungie watu tuambie usiku mwanana. Okay. Usiku usiokuwa na bugdha wala hamnazo.
Wala fununu.
Wala hamnazo.
Okay. Whatever.
Okay.
Haya, tumemaliza. By TikTok for YouTube. Okay. Watu wenye ni wageni kama unatuwatch for the first time. We are on YouTube. This episode is going to air on Friday.
Friday
at 5 p.m.
5 p.m.
So you can go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's somewhere on our bio. So go ahead and follow that. That's for you guys on TikTok.
Yes, link in the bio.
A link in bio. This girl also has another podcast. Like he has so much to say. Akona podcast ingine into Man-Made podcast. Kona Steve. That Steve.
airs
There's
on Thursday.
a lot of testosterone in that video. and a lot of masculinity in that podcast. So go ahead and listen to that.
But Steve is a singer. I am not. Like he has a lot going on in his life.
Is what akona talent we una?
I'm jealous, yes. I'm just jealous of that guy.
Hata gita uji kucheza.
I don't think I like him.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't like that guy.
Nani co-host wako?
We are in a symbiotic relationship.
There's something both of you are gaining. Okay. Sawa. Kuna comment. hapo kwa TikTok nishafunga
Ninaona
TikTok
tu
yangu.
Huyu anasema huyu wa kushare story yake atashare, na kuna mwingine amekuja ametuandikia Silas and Tracy. Hi. Yes, hi back.
Hi back. Hi to you too. Aya, sisi basi tumemaliza hivyo. Aya, YouTube, thank you for watching. Until we see you again next Friday.